Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now.
Welcome to SBRforum.com. In this video, we're taking a look at Game 3 between the Minnesota Wild and the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, if you've been following this series, or if you followed the first round of the playoffs last year, then you know these Minnesota Wild really don't have much luck against the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, it's funny, the Wild have had some goaltending issues for about a year now, and it all started in the postseason, or at least pretty close to the postseason last year. You know, they had Josh Harding, Nick Backstrom. You know, those guys were both hurt in the first round of the playoffs last year. This year, they went through a ton of injuries. They finally looked like they settled on a guy named Darcy Kemper, who sort of saved them in round one, but now they're back to Ilya Bryzgalov. And although this guy played great for them down the stretch of the regular season, he's been an absolute nightmare in the postseason, including this second round series with the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, you know, you take a look at all the Wild parts, and they are all failing right now. I mentioned Bryzgalov. He's got a save percentage of about .833 right now in the series. What's scary is that the Blackhawks have scored 9 goals in 2 games, but they're actually not shooting as much as they typically do. This is a team that averages about 30 shots per game in the regular season, and you know, even before this series, averaging right in that range. They've averaged exactly 21 shots per game, i.e. they've had 21 shots per game in both Games 1 and Game 2 in this series. And they still managed to score 9 goals. That's pretty scary if you're Ilya Bryzgalov. It's not like he's getting peppered with like 50 shots and allowing 3-4 goals. He's only taken 21 shots in each of the first 2 games, 42 in total, and the Blackhawks have still managed to score 9 goals. Now, of course, a couple of them were, you know, empty netters, but still, with the Wild, Bryzgalov, .833 save percentage, they're going nowhere if he continues to do that. Take a look at some of those goals too. You know, sure, the Blackhawks have scored some nice ones, but we're in the playoffs here. We're in the second round of the playoffs. You'd like your goaltender to stop some of these shots, stop the bleeding at times, you know, get some momentum for your team, but it's just not happening with Bryzgalov, and it's quite the opposite actually right now. This team has a lack of faith in him, and unless Darcy Kemper comes back very soon, this is going to be a very short series. Now, I mentioned some of the other Wild stars are struggling. That's a result of the Blackhawks being an upgrade in competition over the Colorado Avalanche. You got Zach Parise at 10 points in the opening round, just 1 so far in the second round. Of course, you know, going up against Duncan Keith and Brent Seabrook is a big difference than what he faced against Colorado. That's an issue. But you take a look at Mikko Koivu, again, Parise, and Ryan Suter, 1 point combined. But also the 3 of them are a -10 in the series, playing poorly at the defensive end, not doing anything on offense. You know, the Blackhawks are basically doing whatever they want. So, what do we pick when it comes to Game 3? Well, the series shifts to Minnesota. Minnesota has played better at home in the playoffs. You know, just 1-5 on the road, allowing about 4.3 goals per game on the road. At home, a different story. They won all 3 games in the first round at home. This will be their first game at home in the second round, and obviously the goaltending has been much better there. I believe just 3 goals allowed at home. However, if Bryzgalov's in net, unless Kemper makes a miracle comeback, there's no way I'm betting the Wild in this spot. Being on the road means you get a discount with the Blackhawks. I'm happy to take it. I think that they win Game 3. I think all the stories stay the same. They're just confident right now. They're rolling. They've dominated the Wild for the last 2 playoffs. The Blackhawks have now won 6 straight games this postseason. Everything is clicking for them. Corey Crawford is playing fantastic. There's really no reason to take the Wild as far as I can see in this spot other than home ice advantage. And I think the Blackhawks will easily overcome that because of the Bryzgalov factor. Thanks for watching this video right here on SBRforum.com. We'll catch up with you again soon.